Gosh, where did I start? So it just kind of started with a package, really. We noticed some folks moved in across the street, and we, wave in passing, but didn't really get a chance to connect or anything. And just a few months before our third child was born, we noticed that there was a note on the garage across the street from us, and their garage door was cracked. So we just kind of went over and peeked, and it said hey, can you put any packages under the door? And I was like, oh, okay, well, they're out of town. Well, the next day we noticed a big package get delivered, and I realized it was a car seat, and I was like, oh my gosh, she's pregnant. And then the next morning, my husband was walking out to work. He's like, hey, it looks like it's gonna rain. Do you know, have you talked to them? I was like, I don't know their names or anything, And I was like, let's take it and move it. I was like, it's a car seat. If it's gonna rain, we don't know how long they're gonna be gone, if it gets moldy or anything like that. So we got some stuff to cover it up, and then just tucked it underneath their porch to try and keep any rain and stuff off of it. I ended up sticking just a note in the mailbox, and I was like, hey, if you're out of town again, let us know. We can help just pick up some packages or whatever, just so they don't get ruined, because they don't have a covered porch. Their little daughter was born the week of the 4th of July, and I'd been working. I just was messaging with her and stuff, and she said, hey, are you guys home? We want to bring over something. And I was like, you just had a baby. Why are you bringing us something? And so her husband brought over some baklava, and we found out that part of their culture is that when something exciting happens or they're celebrating something, that they share sweet treats and stuff with family. And we were like, we made the list? We're kind of family, across the street now, So it was really touching. Really, it doesn't take much to be a good neighbor. Even if you aren't sure about some of the people that you might be meeting or who those people are, just a small act of kindness can just really bloom into something so much greater. I have a hard time reaching out sometimes. I'm kind of introverted. That fear of oh, maybe they don't like me, they're gonna reject me, or we're different, Is that gonna be okay that we're different? And I know I don't mind if we're different, but some people might feel differently. So there's always that innate fear that, your differences might be a barrier somehow. And so I'm grateful that it hasn't been.